Hi there, it's April 22nd and time for Proverbs 22. Let's just jump over there and we'll get right into it. Life and conduct today. Verse 1. If you must choose, take a good name rather than great riches, for to be held in loving esteem is better than silver and gold. That expands on the original, which says a good name is to be more desired than great wealth. Favor is better than silver or gold. Yeah. 2. The rich and the poor are alike before the Lord who made them all. The rich and the poor have one common bond. The Lord made them all. Right? 3. A prudent man foresees the difficulties ahead and prepares for them. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. We could highlight that. Be prepared for stuff. 4. True humility and respect for the Lord lead a man to riches, honor, and a long life. Humility and respect. I fear the Lord over here. The reward of humility and the fear of the Lord are riches, honor, and life. I'm going to make that blue. Humility is being humble. I say that all the time. Be humble and fear the Lord. And those are the rewards. Riches, honor, and long life. Okay. 5. The rebel walks a thorny, treacherous road. The man who values his soul will stay away. And it says the fool. We know that whoever did this, and it's over here, it actually says perverse. Okay? A rebel is not a fool. He is not perverse. He's a rebel. You shouldn't confuse the two. 6. Teach a child to choose the right path, and when he's older, he will remain upon it. Yeah, that's a famous saying. I haven't seen it put like that, but train up a child in the way he should go, and when he grows older, he will not abandon it. Yeah, we all know that. And they have their rebellious stage, or the Joseph, but sooner they always come back to their original teaching. Okay, they do. I have kids that are in their 40s, and I can say it. That's the truth. Just as the rich rule the poor, so the borrower is servant to the lender. Right. Very true. Over here, the borrower becomes the lender's slave. Yes. If you're in debt, I'm in debt. If you're in debt, you're a slave to debt. Okay. 8. The unjust tyrant will reap disaster, and his reign of terror shall end. We're all hoping for that, aren't we? 9. Happy is the generous man, the one who feeds the poor. That's right. I like that just for kicks, right? And it says one will be blessed if he's generous. Right? One who is generous will be blessed. 10. Throw out the mocker, you will be rid of tension, fighting, and quarrels. Drive the scoffer out, and strife will leave. Right. He who values grace and truth is the king's friend. Okay. 12. The Lord preserves the upright, but ruins the plans of the wicked. Something else we're all hoping for. 13. The lazy man is full of excuses. I can't go to work, he says. If I go outside, I might meet a lion in the street and be killed. It's a very expanded version of the one we see. The lazy bone says, a lion outside, I'll be killed in the streets. Right. Any excuse, right? 14. A prostitute is a dangerous trap. Those cursed of God are caught in it. Oh, cursed of God. Cursed of the Lord. Wow. I can't imagine being cursed of God. Man. A youngster's heart is filled with rebellion, but punishment will drive it out of him. Foolishness. Okay? Foolishness. Rebellion. Now, teenagers do go through a rebellious stage. It's just a stage, and they all go through it. Right? And when they're going through the rebellious stage, punishment often makes it worse. Foolishness, you can drive that out. Okay? 16, he who gains by oppressing the poor or by bribing the rich shall end in poverty. Yeah. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Listen to this wise advice. Follow it closely, for it will do you good, and you can pass it on to others. Trust in the Lord. There's 3 verses, and they wound up in that. Extend your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your mind to my knowledge, for it will be pleasant if you keep it within you. So that, see, now this is important, so that they may be ready on your lips. Okay? Well, I don't want to make that blue. We need to make that yellow. Come on. No, it's not going to let me change it. There you go. Okay, they left out a very, very important part in here by jamming 3 verses together. Okay, they left out 18. Be pleasant if to keep them with you, so that they may be ready on your lips. All of these proverbs, we're reading them over and over and over again because they need to be ready on your lips. You need to be able to quote them anytime you need them. Okay? So that your trust may be in the Lord. I didn't leave that out. 20 and 21, they ran together too. In the past, haven't I been right? Then believe what I'm telling you now and share it with others. Have I not written to you excellent things of counseling and knowledge, that you may know the certainty of the words of truth, so that you may correctly answer him who sent you? Share it with others. Correctly answer him who sent you. Okay? You need to have this ready on your lips. I really don't like what they did with these. 22 and 23, they ran those together too. Let's read it over here first. Do not rob the poor because he is poor, nor crush the needy at the gate, for the Lord will plead their case and take the life of those who rob them. Okay? Don't rob the poor and sick, for the Lord is their defender. If you injure them, he will punish you. It says he will kill you over here. 24 and 25, why do they run these verses together? Is it so hard to separate them? Do not break things to the person given to anger, or go with a hot-tempered person, or you will learn his ways and find a snare for yourself. Keep away from angry, short-tempered men, lest you learn to be like them and endanger your soul. Okay. 26 and 27, they ran together. Unless you have the extra cash on hand, don't countersign a note. Why risk everything you own? They'll even take your bed. Now, I have never, ever, ever, in all of my studies of Proverbs, say, don't co-sign for a loan unless you have the cash on hand. It never says that, okay? Do not be among those who shakes hands, among those who become guarantors for debts. If you have nothing which to repay, why should he take your bed out from under you? Okay? That is a wrong statement. The basic thing is, do not countersign a note. Don't co-sign for loans. Don't guarantee other people's money, because they're going to come after you and take everything you own. Okay? That is just wrong. It never says that. Anywhere in Proverbs does it say, unless you have the extra cash on hand. It doesn't say that. Okay. 28, do not move ancient boundary marks. That is stealing. It says implied, but doesn't say it. Right? Do not move the ancient boundary which your fathers have set. And 29, do you know hardworking man? He shall be successful and stand before kings. Skilled in his work is what it says in every other version. Do you know somebody skilled in their work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure people. Okay? So, there you go. That's Proverbs 22, and they seem to be just getting worse and worse as time goes on with this Living Bible. Well, I won't use this again, but let's see what we highlighted. We highlighted 3. A prudent man foresees the difficulties ahead and prepares for them. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. That's pretty straightforward. Yeah. True humility and respect for the Lord lead a man to riches, honor, and a long life. Being humble, fear the Lord. It goes way beyond respect, okay? Way beyond respect. What's this little note over here? Reverence for. Okay. And again, they're taking everything else and making them all rebels, okay? Makes you wonder. Jesus was a rebel, and they're saying that is a bad thing, okay? A rebel is somebody who stands up for what they believe in. Okay? A perverse person or a fool is not a rebel. They're just fools. And we're highlighted 6. Teach a child to choose the right path, and when he's older, he will remain on it. Or train up a child in the way he should go. And when he grows older, he will not abandon it. I always come back to the path. 7. Just as the rich rule the poor, so the borrower is slave to the lender. Right? Most of us are slaves to debt now. Happy is a generous man, the one who feeds the poor. Right? That's 9. It says happy, it says he will be blessed. Again on 15 with the rebellion instead of foolishness. 17 to 19, they left out a very crucial part here. Listen to wise advice, follow it closely, for it will do you good and you can pass it on to others. Okay. So, and the truth says, so that it may be ready on your lips. Okay, you need you to have this knowledge inside you, so it's always ready on your lips. Okay, that's what I'm shooting for. That's why I'm doing it over and over. This is the 8th time through Proverbs, and I plan on doing it 24 times, but we'll see. Maybe longer than that, till I can just quote them off the top of my head. So they don't go far enough. And I don't like the way they run all these verses together. Okay, we highlighted 26 and 27. I guess 26 is wrong. That is not in the Bible anywhere. Does it say, unless you have the extra cash on hand, don't countersign a loan? It doesn't say that anywhere. It simply says, do not co-sign for a loan. Okay, so I'm going to have it. That's Proverbs 22 for April 22nd. And we'll do a different version next month. One that's not so. I'm going to stay away from the paraphrases, and more with the true word-for-word translations, so you can get the real meaning of these things and not just an idea, that people put together. So it's up to us. We paraphrase our own stuff. We read something and say, well, here's what I think it says. Okay. To write that all down, I said, well, this is what we think it says, and somebody else may not think that way, like me. So, but there you go. Stay tuned later today for Through the Bible in 1 year. I think we're starting Chronicles today. So, but till then, remember, stay humble. See you next time.